How are you doing?
Woo!
Sounds like you had a great morning.
Yes,
Hello,
definitely.
everybody.
Definitely better now. I wanted to kind of follow up after one of our episodes with Mom about what we were going to do for the summer. And we're probably about 6 weeks after that recording.
Yeah.
And I just kind of wanted to follow up because we're just about to go on vacation next week. And one, I need to record an extra episode so I can enjoy vacation. And two, the next episode after is how vacation actually went. Because this is the first time we're actually taking her somewhere as she's
It's not going to be
gotten
a
worse.
vacation when you
No.
got to take her.
No, it's going to be just caregiving in a different
It's
location.
caregiving with a new experience.
And I am a little nervous about that
The
because
ocean.
she is progressing. Is it your goal to get sound effects in every episode?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
All right, let's get started.
Let's do it.
I'm Amy,
I'm Joe.
and we're the Rolling Rogans. Buckle up for loony midlife tales and caregiving chaos.
It's time to draw on the art of aging. Hey, Rolling Rogans family.
Please like, comment, subscribe, and share right now.
Before you forget,
Let's keep rolling together.
Oh my God! All right, your
can't
mom.
you hear the ocean?
Your mom is actually out.
And then you hear...
Yeah, you had the rough morning. I'm sorry I triggered her. She was screaming. I am really concerned that I've upped her gummies and she's screaming. Like this is a concern. I don't know if something triggered her or if it was just because she was tired from Nick visiting.
You know, I'm gonna say something that was pretty cool today.
Okay.
And I realized in my experience that I didn't need a gummy. I channeled it out, and it was wild. And I think I know what it is. Okay.
I don't know if viewers on YouTube, but Mom is walking right next door to us.
And she's talking to her flowers now.
And
That's her job.
She can't hear us outside, can she?
I don't think so. Hmm?
She's literally right outside the window. I don't
Yeah.
know if the people on
Wow.
YouTube can see this,
All right. So,
okay, one thing. I will come back to what you said.
okay.
But this is great. She's out walking and talking to the plants.
Yeah.
This is what we need her to do.
I gave her that job.
We gave her the sunflower garden. This is exciting to see,
Yep.
especially for as bad of a morning as she has had.
Yep. She's going to talk to him.
I noticed she's not using her cane though, so she had to steady herself on the trailer.
Yeah, her tremors look horrible.
Yeah, something, I don't know what's going on to progress this. I'm going to have to check her for a
It's
UTI.
neurotic. It's neurologic. I mean, not neurotic. No. And also, I mean, I'm gonna say it. She wants to say it. She thinks it had to do something. Okay, we will get not so much into this, but there has been significant change after people come out of COVID.
Yes.
And there have been significant changes when some people, not everybody, got vaccinated.
Yes.
So this isn't you did this, he did that, he or she. It's just
for Mom, we noticed there was a difference after the vaccination.
It seems like it's
Yes.
exacerbated something that's been kind of in her body or whatever. I don't know.
She didn't take care of herself to
Right.
begin with, so
Right.
it was the comorbidities.
Yes.
So she was
Yes.
already primed
Yeah.
to get attacked by it,
But,
affected by it.
Yeah. And there are a lot of people that have these kind of shakes and these tremors after I know that my grandpa,
her
dad did have tremors, but they weren't to the point where it would impede your vision, like the blepharospasms.
And her striatal toe her big toe goes straight up.
It just goes on its own. It's
definitely
like,
gotten worse this week.
Yeah. And I've seen people that have like impairments and like have neurological
let me explain that striatal toe. So it's very common in Parkinson's, dystonia, things like that, where try to put your big toe straight up without moving the rest of your toes. It doesn't happen. You cannot do that by itself. So when there's muscle spasms and misfirings in those nerves, that toe sticks straight up where it flexes by itself. And so it's just like her eyelids clamping shut without her controlling them. That toe is sticking up. So she thinks she's got to get her nails done because her toe keeps hitting the top of her shoe and it's hurting her toes. But Her nails are fine.
When I get older, I wouldn't mind if something else just randomly just sticks straight
Pops up.
Just pops up. I'd be like, honey, it's got a mind of its own,
I don't think you're going to have that problem, honey. You're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
God.
Sorry. I couldn't help myself.
Oh my God. No, we have to laugh through this stuff, honestly. Oh my goodness. You're not going to need it.
Did you get it?
You're not going to need medications.
Do you need to explain it?
No. Yes, I think they got it, honey.
Okay. All right.
So anyways, I'm glad I can see her because she's walking around the house right now. And we're always on hypervigilance. That's why I get exhausted, because I'm always watching and paying attention.
It's the truth. It's like, it makes me nervous. It gives me anxiety a little bit that, like, even when I leave to go to karate, what I'm going to end up coming back to. Mm-hmm. It's even, you need your respite day, but now it's like, what's going to happen when I get back?
Yeah, you and I are having to alternate those respite days now, and which means we're not really getting couple time either.
No, we're sleeping in the same room.
Not in the same bed yet, but we're in the same room. We're closer.
Close.
So that's what I want to follow up, is that episode that we talked with about your mom. She said she's going to be doing all this stuff and all these activities and all of these things, and we don't need to take her to day camp or anything like that.
It's fun, by the way, to threaten day camp to her. She's like, no, I don't want to go. Don't make me go. It's like a teenager that doesn't want to go to day camp.
Okay, that sounds really bad, but it's because she's so negative. We're trying to make her laugh.
Hey, touche. They did it to me.
Okay, that's okay.
But I had an awesome time at day camp.
So what has she actually been doing this whole time? That she says she's going to do all this stuff.
Besides being an autonomous bitch?
Oof, you are bitter from this morning.
Okay, well, let me go back to
yes. Go back.
Here was this cool thing that I had this recognizing moment
as Mom is screaming because I triggered
Mom is
her.
Screaming and triggering, and you saw me walking around like a zombie, wanting my coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was like mumbling, like I need coffee. I need WD-40 for my soul. Like I just kept like. But what I realized was I didn't clock in yet. So that coffee ritual is clocking in. That's like the Looney Tunes characters like...
Good morning, Ralph.
Morning, Sam. Morning, Ralph. And then they beat the shit out of each other after they clock in. And then they clock out and they have a nice day.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like a realization that I am not in this yet until I get to that level.
Mm.
So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's just kind of something that I could not, and maybe that's why it didn't hit me before it hit you.
Yeah, in a way, I think you kind of did, because your humor comes out to diffuse things.
It's true.
So you were doing that to make her laugh first thing. Mm-hmm. Like the first interaction, you do something to make her laugh.
Right.
Unfortunately, it didn't stick this morning, but I don't know. I think you might have subconsciously clocked in on that one, but whatever it was, however you feel, that's fine.
Well, lately I haven't been having to hit the gummies.
True.
And that's the thing is that...
Because I've been in the house.
Yeah, that could be a big part of it.
Because I also give her gummies before the rest of her meds. I give it to her early while she's doing her coffee.
Yeah, like we should just put, honestly, the first gummy on her nights, like
with her coffee,
with her like when I get,
well,
I'll do that.
I did ask you to do that before, and you haven't been doing that.
All right. So I'm sucking right now.
Luckily,
and you're taking all the flack.
Luckily, we don't have to crush up that stupid Preservision anymore. We've switched over to the gel cap.
Yeah,
just waiting for her to complain about those again.
But it was like a 10x Flintstone vitamin.
I know.
Why is it so hard?
It gives her a bad taste.
I mean, it tasted like a Barney or like a Fred. I can't like.
So.
No, Dino. No, was it Dino? It was red.
I don't know. But last night
Last night was Wilma.
Last night at dinner, I almost lost it again last night at dinner too, because she said, you take a baby and don't let anything bad happen to them. Don't let they just protect them and don't do anything and their life will be perfect. And I'm like, oh, hell no.
Yeah.
And I had to keep quiet. And I was like, well, actually adversity and struggle and
I basically said,
the good when you feel the bad. Like, I'm not saying we all need to struggle,
I said,
but
well, that's what happened with some millennials. I mean, not all millennials.
You're gonna get millennials hating us.
I don't care. Some, not all.
That's true.
Some. There was a split.
That's true.
Some actually took action.
The Gen Zs, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm not. I can't be in that department because
that's true. We
I
don't know
have kids that were millennials that went up and had teeny weeny children of their own. But like that is the truth. I'm sorry. There are some millennials that are like taking charge, entrepreneurs, risk takers, have done very well with their life, going against the grain of like what Gen X said from our baby boomers to say, go out, get a job, get a good job, blah, blah, blah. They swung and they did things. But then there's the ones that are entitled.
Too soft.
They were just like, I need my trophy for this. Like, I should get a raise.
Participation
all these
trophies.
Different things like that. So there are some like that. And that is exactly why you need to have some kind of challenge so that it builds resilience.
And growth. I mean, just even putting ourselves out on a podcast or our book or even van life.
Right.
All of those were life challenges.
Right. You wouldn't be independent.
Grow and develop skills. And if you try to protect a little kid, although she said she wanted to be a baby again anyways this morning.
It's like, I'm...
Anyways.
Yes. I mean, I lost weight.
Yeah.
I made that choice and that decision to do it. I'm not blaming the rest of the world for like the food that they hand me.
Right. So what did you do this morning when she was screaming? I want to go back to that story you were going to start telling. You were doing your Japanese?
I was doing my Japanese.
Okay.
Yeah. So, hajimemashite, onamai wa.
Okay, but did you have something you were going to say while she was doing her screaming and yelling at God?
No, well, that's when I was exercising. I heard a little bit of it because like you started that. You basically went, well, maybe God is testing you or something like that. And I'm like,
to give you growth opportunities.
And then I was like, oh, that's gonna be a good prompt because you were good at redirecting and you could redirect something like that if you want to. It's
but after I said it, I knew it was gonna go bad.
It was, and
that's why I was
like, but I kind of just was like, okay, everything was just interesting. I guess it was
so you
like,
stepped out and
I stepped out and I observed it.
You didn't get emotionally wrapped into it?
No, I was in the center of the wheel while all the emotions are going around it. And I don't know why. I'm
glad you could handle that.
I will lose it sometimes too. That's why you will take over. I will take over.
Yeah, we have our moments.
That's why we do this. But I was just kind of impressed how I handled that. But I was just kind of like, on the outside, like, oh, this is going to bite us in the ass. Like, I knew what we were going to get into, like, after you said that. And it had nothing to do, like, Amy, what the fuck? Why did you do that?
No.
It was just like,
oh, shit.
Okay. But I love it that you just disappeared. And I knew, like, you just, like, had to be by yourself, had to decompress, had to breathe.
And really, the reason I disappeared was so I didn't say more to make it worse.
Exactly. It would exacerbate.
I knew I was having trouble controlling it after it came out, and I was like, oh, crap, I can't pull it back in.
Yeah. Wait, and
I knew I couldn't stop it.
And that's why when you responded, it said, sorry, I'm over.
I texted
Celeste,
you. Yeah.
I'm having breakfast. I can't be back. I didn't need to say, yeah, she's really fucked up, like blah, blah, blah. I just said, no worries.
And I appreciate
you got
that.
this.
Yeah.
That's, it was just, but then when I went to,
I felt guilty.
Yeah,
I did.
So, I took a really good, healthy, bowel movement because we all talk about it. It's like on the calendar.
The poop calendar.
The poop calendar. And I was like, I ran for the scale because that's my ritual is drinking coffee, then taking a good one, and then all of a sudden I'm like, ooh, how much do I weigh? What's the stats? And I went down to, like over time now, I'm almost down like 10 pounds from the process of doing this.
And
a month ago.
I'm really proud of you for being able to maintain that emotional intelligence through that rough spot and without the gummy, because that we're growing. This is one of the reasons we're putting ourselves through this is to grow and develop and learn as humans.
Yeah.
Life experience.
And there's two reasons why I don't do the gummies. Like one, it's like, it's not to escape it. It's to embrace it. And it's like, and Alan Watts would say this, you chose this.
Mm-hmm.
They own it.
Yeah.
This is what you are.
Which is the opposite of what she does.
And exactly. and we can actually pivot from that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because it's interesting how you, not deflect it, but realize that all this is going. So that was like one of the things is I can't just keep doing this like it's a drug.
Self-medicating, right.
I don't want to self-medicate.
Right.
The other thing is Congress are a bunch of douchebags. I'm sorry, but they're doing away with gummies.
We're going to do a whole episode about that and have Mom on because she definitely has some words to say about that. And it's really... She's actually very lucid when she talks about it because she knows how much those gummies help her.
They help.
Yeah.
That's the thing. There is THC in there that's helping her with her Alzheimer's.
These are specifically designed for dementia.
Yeah. And you were talking to actually the company and...
I'm going to be talking to the doctor that developed this and hopefully we're going to get him on the podcast soon too. He's on vacation right now.
But like I stocked up for a year just in case, but I don't want to rely on something that's not going to be around.
But we are going to have to stock up on moms because I don't know. We've tried her on prescription medications and they made her worse.
That was just the lowest of the low thing that happened. And I just this is affecting not just the recreational aspect, but the medical aspect of it.
Okay, we're going to save that for the rest of that episode specifically. But anyways, so I want to go back to the things that Mom says she's doing. Like in the one of the last episodes about AI, she said that her Echo screen helps her not burn the cookies.
Yeah.
She hasn't baked this whole entire time. And I'm like, that's great that, she sees it as us as a family. So she feels like she's participating, I guess. But she's not baking. She's not doing nothing. No, she's not using the timer. We use the timer. She hears us using the timer, so that's whatever.
It's funny when she's on the phone and she's like talking to her boyfriend or talking to a friend or sister or whatever. It's like, I did this, I did that. I did I made sweet potatoes, not we made sweet potatoes.
The reason...
Or I'm growing sweet potatoes.
Right. The reason that we're saying this and talking about it is so that other caregivers that are going through this, especially in the mid-stage, where they're not officially diagnosed with full dementia, it's cognitive impairment. Mm-hmm. Or you're just starting to see signs of this. And you're wondering if their personality or if it's the dementia. So we want to share these stories so that...
Dementia or raging bitch? Which one? Can't tell. Sorry.
We are a little rough today, aren't we?
It'll be just a whole segment of beep, beep.
We have a lot of dark humor.
Beep, 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 beep. Censorship.
I think this is the Gen X part of us coming out, is that just the dark humor, and we have to laugh. Like, I don't want it to sound insensitive, because when we are in there helping her, I mean, I wear myself out by doing as much as I can, and I actually get compassion fatigue, and I get...
You do.
All this, all the stuff.
Who doesn't? I mean,
and Nick even saw it too. Our friend that just came to visit, he even saw how much we do for her in the background to make sure everything is calm, stable, and comfortable for her.
Right.
We do so many different things so that she is comfortable and happy.
Yeah.
And it's nice. We actually are sitting out on the back porch more and seeing the sunsets.
That is a new level, actually, where she has been joining us.
And
outside.
She is excited to hear the frogs and see the colors and things like that. That's like, we're taking that moment. Not going to, I don't know how long it's going to last, but I'm going to just enjoy it for now. What else she said she was going to do? She's going to do full gardening, but you built the whole sunflower garden for her, but she is going and talking.
Her job is to talk and keep them
and sing to them. And so she is doing that. The things that I'm a little concerned about, she's still sitting in her chair so much.
Too much.
She's taking naps in the afternoon and she's sleeping longer. She is now sleeping about 10 to 11 hours a day.
She's sleeping longer because I don't turn the coffee machine on.
Right, but...
If I were to get up at 7 because the cat gets me out to feed him, and I can test that. I can show it to you.
Okay.
So we can direct the story.
True.
If we want her to sleep longer, we can. If we want her to sleep
less,
less,
if we wake her up, though, she
gets cranky.
Yeah.
So we have to get the middle point.
Yeah.
Like 8 o'clock seems to be a better time.
Yeah, between 8 and 9.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. But I don't want to wake the beast. So I'm like, oh God, it's 8:30 and it's so quiet in here. Nobody's awake. I have my whole life to myself. Can I push till 9 o'clock? And then actually today we did get to 9 o'clock.
Yes, we did.
So, but I can't keep doing that.
No. And she's still a beast anyways, so that doesn't help. But I do would like to, I know it's a difficult conversation, but I would like to do a whole episode about narcissism and caregiving a narcissistic parent with dementia.
Yeah.
I've got a bunch of articles that I found to see if I can.
We will
get some tips and
actually
tricks,
make it look dark in here. We'll have black curtains. We'll make it look dreary and just like we'll make it all black and white. Just a whole
negative.
No,
I don't want to do that.
Narcissism.
No. Okay. Anyways, we just wanted to give you guys some things to look forward to. We are going on our vacation. We're going to be in St. Pete. I am nervous about how she's going to be able to handle the stairs because we have 2 flights of stairs. She doesn't do steps, not much.
It's too bright out.
It's too bright.
Too bright out. Too bright out. Yeah. Too bright out.
Celeste is coming. Our cousin Celeste is coming for half the week. So we will be able to get little breaks there with that. But the next episode will be what actually happened on vacation.
I want pie day.
Okay, we'll have to get pie day. Yes, we'll have to get those pies.
Different pie for every day.
All right, please don't go down that rabbit hole again. Anyways.
That's 5 pies.
Yes.
Gonna need a bigger boat.
Mom had to buy a new bag and get a new hat and new shoes and a new swimsuit and like for vacation. She's like trying to buy all this new stuff.
It's the Royal Highness's matched luggage.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yes. So
I don't know where that comes from, to be honest.
Speaking of which, we have
like people spend money on like they're going on a trip again, but they got to get new wardrobe, new vacation bags. Like, why?
Well, that's why I did all the alterations so that she feels like she's got new clothes.
New.
So
then we wrap the luggage in shelf paper and we just change it every time.
I don't know.
Shelf paper. I love shelf paper.
Oh my God. Anyways.
I've got a lot of them. Today. A lot of quotes.
We don't have an outlet.
A vibration, a frequency to that mouth.
Yes.
It's a different story.
True.
You know, it really is. Like, you can actually charge something by emotions. So you need to control your emotions.
Yes.
If you say words are just words.
But we all put emotions with those words. That has a vibration. And that can have an effect. And we see her.
It's just an adjective of raging bitch.
We see her, how her negative emotions and that vibration has literally deteriorated her body. Yeah.
It totally, she's talking negative, calling her eyes stupid.
Yes.
Your stupid eyes. Why
My
don't
stupid
you like
body.
open up?
Yep.
Stupid body, stupid damn. Like she finally started to get rid of the
that took
about
a year to get rid of damn. Yeah.
Shockingly, I used it and she did not like that.
No, which is great.
So
and I do say that she's got parcel tongue. A little Harry Potter reference there. She whispers to herself so much.
She's talking to the snakes.
And stupid this and stupid that. And that S sound just. And you know what? We've already gotten people saying that we should put her in assisted living because I'm having such a hard time handling some of this. But we can't. Like, this is the path that we've chosen to help her age in place.
Yes.
Yes, I'm irritated. Yes, we are complaining about these things and venting. But at the same time, we are doing so much more for all of our futures. There's so much more involved in making those decisions for us. For right now, I'm just going to go on vacation. Day by day, little by little.
All right. So let's go on vacation.
St. Pete, white sandy beaches. It's my happy place.
And pie.
And pie. Well, you'll enjoy the pie. They don't have gluten-free pies for me, so.
Challenge accepted.
Maybe I can make a pie for myself.
You could.
There's always a solution.
There is.
There is. I wanted to leave on a positive note because I realized I didn't leave it on a positive note.
Own it.
I will own it, and I will find my own gluten-free pie while you guys enjoy your other ones.
Awesome. All right. So I think that wraps that up.
All right. Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
See you guys later when we come back
from the beach.
The beach.